Hey everyone, it's Deb. I am working through one of the items I put in my planner for today, which is clean the landing at the top of the steps that come up to my craft room. And I came across several things. One of them was these, which was on top a shelf there. Um, these were from my dad when I was a baby, or maybe before I was born, probably. He had these ink blot. You can tell they're vintage, right? I ended up with them, and I don't mind because they have all these antique cars on. He liked, and well, lots of people in my family liked antique cars. If anybody would like a couple of these, I don't mind giving away a few, but I'm going to use a few of them in my Pennsylvania Heritage Journal if I ever get started on the thing. And I don't want to give them all up because they were from my dad's past, but I don't need all these. And as far as I know right now, there's nobody else in my family that wants to bring any more stuff into their house. So I'd be happy to give, two or three people. So if you're interested in any of those, let me know. They are from my dad's glass shop. Now, he didn't have a glass shop when he moved down to where we live when I was 3 months old. He, I guess I don't know if he went to school. I know he used to have a lot of books, and I think he was self-taught. Between that and his father was handy. Um, he became a carpenter contractor, and he worked for a contractor as well as um, started his own business. So I came across this box. It has written on it, it was from my mom's Xmas December wreath. There's no wreath in it. However, for those of you that like vintage, you might like this. I found this little thing. My mother's nameplate is in here. Some old, is this stretchy stuff? Oh, this is elastic. That probably won't be any good, but you never know. It's definitely vintage is turning. There's 2 decks of cards. And I think this is a little, yeah, thimbles and stuff in here. I remember this from her sewing kit. I don't know how it got in here. And some old thread still in the packaging and one not. So I found that. And then um, there were 2 of these from Woolworths, which has not been around here in my area or in the States, I think, for ages. But these are definitely vintage. I mean, 19 is still on there. So in the 19 somethings, and another one. They cost $1.17 at Kmart. What were they at Woolworths? $1.19 for this book, Made in the USA by Woolworth. Pittsburgh, Steel City. Huh. We never lived in Pittsburgh, so I don't know. Anyway, there's those. I have a whole, uh, there's an old tablet. I don't have to tea stain or anything. It's already kind of aged, right? And this is typewriter paper, 59 cents. Sort of aged. It just needs a little um, vintage photo around the edges, right? And let's see what else is in here. Well, a whole bunch of sticky notes, but most of them were still in packages like this, so they're fine, I think. This is business papers. Oh, yeah, this is that cotton paper stuff, and the top is stained already, and this would be cool for junk journaling. And here I went and bought like tracing paper and stuff, right? Don't need it. I have all these wonderful things for vintage junk journaling. And there's a stenographer's hand book in here. Let me just check and see. Okay, there were phone numbers inside the cover, but I can use this in a journal, right? Lots of journals. So I am all set on vintagey stuff. Here's some more old paper. Look at that, coffee stained and everything. Or probably, oh, it's got some name of a company on here. I think this was the back of it. No, it wasn't. And there's still something in there with writing on it. So I have that paper. These envelopes look newer. I don't think those are vintage. And then there's an old metal ruler from a laundromat. I have no idea where that was. And this has my mom's name on the other side, so, but that's definitely old paper. There's stuff written on some of it, but there's some blanks in there too. And I found in this box her paint crayons. Mom, when she was younger, used to paint, but I didn't know she had these. These feel like, they look like they're chalk. Hang on, I'm trying to find a scrap of paper. Oh, yeah. I will put these with my other crayons. They probably lost some in the box. And what's this? An old map of the main line area from where one of the places she used to work. Oh, this is way old. It's all yellowed and everything. Look at the picture on it. Yeah, old. Okay, that's a card from my daughter to her. Oh my gosh. Another tablet I can use in a junk journal. Look at the aging on that. Amazing what you find and what your parents' stuff had. Oh, she even had book rings, loose leaf rings. Wow. Oh my goodness. And then I found this. This was a bank thing. It's like a folder, but inside it has this envelope thing for your insurance policies. So I could use them in a journal for sure. They're definitely aged. I won't put it all the way up so you don't see the name of the bank, but actually the bank is no longer in existence anyway. Another little tablet. I think we're getting to the end. Some paints, watercolors. They cost $1.69. I don't know where from. Brush included. Yeah, it's still in there. I don't know that I don't think this was ever opened. Oh gosh. Lots of Scotch tape. Don't know if it's very sticky. You can't see that. I already took some staplers out. There's some, fasteners. These things. Pretty long ones. We used to use them a lot in the old day. Oh, some old while you were out things. Another open sticky note. While you're out. Good grief. Oh, there's more of those crayons. Some floral wire. And vintage index cards. And this is a vintage, it's yellowed, what do you call these? Post-it notes. I'll just use them though. But these, oh gosh, these can go in journals and stuff, right? I have a bunch of index cards now. I got a bunch more. Oh, I found the missing crayons. Sorry, I know this is kind of hodgepodge. I found the rest of the paint crayons. So I have to see if they react with water or in more vintage sticky notes. And then these are just a bunch of plastic bags, which they're big ones. I think I can use them for paper and stuff. Maybe not this one. This one's pretty yucky. But these are big. Maybe they'll fit 12 by 12 papers in. I don't know. And I think that's it. In this old box. Oh, another crayon, paint crayon. So, look, if you have your parents around still or an aunt or something, look in their stuff and use that for vintage. I'm happy to get this box emptied and out of the way because it was standing in the middle of the walkway so. And I have a dresser I can put some of this stuff in. This I can put over with my jewelry stuff, I guess. This flower wire and the tape I can put down. I have a desk downstairs and I'm always doing tape. This can go in the dresser. And these, I have room for everything. Oh, and also vintage stitch witchery. Wonder if that works still. 99 cents from Woolworth. And this little sewing kit. Needles and tiny little bit of thread. That's definitely vintage. Falling apart. That actually might just go in the trash. Anyway, yeah, look in your parents' house and your aunt's houses or whatever and see what you might find. Apparently, mom liked paper stuff as much as I do. I must have got it from her. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to share is just lots of vintage old stuff from my mom's house that I had shoved in a box, and the box has been sitting here since I brought it here in the house, and now it's time to put the stuff away and use some of it. All right. Thank you for watching. Hugs, love, and peace.